I was asking somebody the other day that today I'll not ask you, how are you? I told them that today I'm going to ask, how is your money? How is your money doing? And so this brings us to a quick way of checking to know that how is actually your relationship with your money. We are good at having quality relationships, building relationships with people, but then at the same time in life, if you don't have good relationship with your finances, then you've got to come to quick way of listening to what we're about to share today. That is going to help you indeed to grow into wealth creation and also building a legacy for your life and that which or those who belong or who depend on your pocket. And actually in this life, if you notice, is that we have these guys we call cashiers of your money. Do you know who are the cashiers of your money? Part of them, maybe they are the daily bills you do pay, the monthly bills, and many other things that we happen to do in this particular life. But then the quality question you always need to ask yourself is that then out of the things you do pay, how much do you also consider to pay yourself? And this is the talk that is very hard and difficult to consider, especially we get to reality to know that now the new year has started and now we have New Year's resolution. And having this New Year's resolution, sometimes we end up in December knowing that maybe we were going to achieve quite a voluminous kind of encounters with our financial aspect, but then you look back and take stock and you realize you didn't cover as much as you are excited in January. So the big question is, what happens along the journey? What happens is the relationship with money was actually not in good view. And that's why we come to tell you, guess what? It's a high time you realize that there is this thing we call psychology of money. And the psychology we're dealing with today is simplest things altogether. We call them the strategies that will help you to grow in your financial wellness. Because if you are not financially okay, you are even not spiritually okay. If you are not financially okay, even at home, you realize that when your spouse tells you there is this need that is in the house, you develop a mechanism that is called defense mechanism. So you are able to now start lashing about or maybe ranting in the house or venting here and there. The reason why that happens, so you realize that is the reason behind it is that people are not financially okay at that instance. You'll come to note that when you are financially stressed, even your confidence in life is not okay. And that's why we say, before you think of consuming money, think of growing money. When you grow money, money becomes the best servant in life. When you enter into consuming money, money becomes the worst master. So ensure that every time you're earning something somewhere you're working, the biggest thing to consider is before you think of spending, quickly run into thinking the mindset of investing, such that you are going to start weaning yourself off the payslip, the current income, into building now from active income into building to passive income. Passive income is what then will begin to build a portfolio for you so that you are then beginning to live your lifestyle from that very passive income. Don't pay bills from your active income. In the first place, yes, you can do that, but then as time keeps ticking and time keeps running and rolling, you need to then find tools, vehicles through which you can begin to grow your money. And that's where now we begin to come in to help you develop yourself into now the financial know-how, because it begins with knowledge. I was telling somebody the other day that you can't use a poverty mindset to build a wealth creator, to come into wealth creation. You've got to now change at just how you look at your money. Money is not just paper. No, money is not just those notes in your pocket, in your wallet, in your pouch. No, it's not even those figures in the bank. Money is actually what now we redefine money as one looking at your value, matching it with time, and matching it with legacy. So when you begin to look at this, you now ask yourself, how well is my legacy and how well is my value considered? Because time is not money. We've been told those things every time and here and then, but then the quickest thing to look at is, did you know that time is more worth than money? Because money ought to serve time, but money can only serve time when value has been dispensed. And that's why we say there is this philanthropist who says, Warren Buffett, who says that before you think of spending quickly, think of investing. Why are you thinking of investing, by the way? Is because you're winning back time. The reason why in our, maybe most times in our African setting of curriculum in education and academics, we've been told growing up that go to school, get a good job, and go to school, do good in your academics, get good grades, and then you'll be able to secure a well-paying job. But what if now we think about in another way, where we say go to school, gain your skill set sharpened, and maybe your career, your talent, and then begin. Yes, you may start at a point of employment, but then begin to now adjust yourself from now employment into building yourself into a business mindset, into an entrepreneurial mindset, into a way then now you become the captain of industries. At least you have something you can do that can begin to get you money. The big question you'll find people asking is, what if now I'm not actively working, or maybe the job I'm doing is not enough in what I'm earning? So where will I start saving and investing? How and where is that money? Now this is where I'll quickly bring it to a speed and will tell you that there is something you have that people are looking for, because money is tripartite in nature, is 3 in 1. Money is a spirit, it has a soul, and it lives in a body. Now let me explain that. Money being a spirit means money is actually mammon, that's the spirit behind money. But then the soul of money is actually the value in the money, because 1,000 Kenya shillings or $100 or maybe $10 to one person is not the same as $10 to the other person. The reason why that happens to be so is because of the value behind that particular money. So the soul of money is actually value. And the body of money is now that which we call currency, current flow. This currency is in the direction of your value. Now, the quality question I would ask you is this: what value are you dispensing to the market? The other thing to note, because now maybe the money you're earning would not have been enough for you to say, now I can start to comfortably save or invest. These are other thing to tell you, that do you know the skill set you went to school with, getting this employment or this particular job, it is not your destination. It ought not to be the destination. Your current job should be actually a stepping stone to get capital to start funding your dream and your vision. Which vision do you have? Which dream do you have? What talent do you have? What skill do you have? What can you do that you can provide solution to your current world? The society is in need. One thing you need to note is that the society is already in need, dire need for that matter. And the solution is with you. And where is this solution? The skill you have. The scripture says that the gift of a man opens or makes room to be before him, before the kings. Now, you are before kings. What value are you dispensing? You ought not to give just accolades and congratulations. What you need to do is, even the wealthiest men. Someone said the wealthy are already wealthy, but they are still in need. What is the need? The need is these guys already have a lot of money, but this money cannot leave their hand until value is displayed on the table. What value are you going to put on the table that will draw money from the mouth of a fish? Are we there? So that's where now you need to ask, what is it I have that even the wealthiest and the needy or the poor need it? At the end of the day, they will pay. So people pay you for the value you give, not for the job you do. Don't go to work to do job. Go to work to provide solution. Now, this other thing you need to note is that at the time where you are today, you have a skill people are looking for. You have a talent people are looking for. You have a gift people are looking for. You have maybe an experience of something here and there. Now, you are unique in your own way. Now, the uniqueness you have, you need to now package that uniqueness into a product. Then do what you call personal market research and look for where your gift, your talent, or your skill is needed. Then go and market that particular gift right over there. Now, you might end up maybe finding people are already occupied in that particular space. Now, the big thing you need to do is this. Always locate the problem in the market. Always look for a need in that market. If you don't have one, create one. If you don't identify the need in that market or the need in that particular place, always create one problem. We've learned it from the 2020 thing. We saw must be created early enough. We never knew that the need is going to come. And you realize that maybe most industries, I would think, that they were created actually for this mass thing and the vaccination thing. They were created way early as the problem was on its way coming. And when the problem came, what happened? Already the solution was in place. Now, what did we have to do? We've got to buy into the solution because the problem has now landed. So you have the solution. People have a need. Package the solution properly and then present to them. You'll always make money. Money flows in that tripartite move. It has a flow, but for it to have a current flow, value has to call it. So your value is your magnet. The magnet that draws the cash from the system. Up to that point, now we need to check the last thing. And I'll be coming back to tell you, going forward, what exactly do we need to do so that your money is actually a healthy place for you. Have a relationship with your money. See you soon.